Jim Boyd!
Perhaps today is a good day to die. Prepare for running speed!
Sir, there's another starship coming in. It's the Enterprise.
Bone, your shoulder bone connected to your neck bone, your neck bone connected to your head bone. Now hear the word of the Lord. Them bones gonna walk around.
Take a base of action. Green group, skip across the holding sector of each other.
Admiral, we have enemy ships in Sector 47.
It's a trap.
.007 Triple X.
Bond, what do you think you're doing?
Keeping the British hand up, sir.
Nobody does.
Sorry if I scared you. You'll like this bit.
Yes, indeed, Lyndon. Yes, indeed. You will indeed like this bit. Again, the Sunday show. The Sunday show we should know that we should all now know, including me, but I forget every week, right? Uncream fucking crown code. Oh God, I got a bit late last night. I had a late one, right? And I never was snapped out of it during the day. I was on downstream, right? And I don't know how much longer it went after me, but I was like, I'm done. I got to bed like 1, right? And I'm just too old. I'm too old, but I like the stream. That's the thing. I enjoy doing it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I think the solution is we just carry on with it. But I am cream cracking anyway. So as happenstance had it, I got to like about 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'm like, I can't even see my fingers. Like, I'm like, was dumb. So I'm like, went to rest. And I thought, you know what? Why don't I see if there's a screener bootleg copy of the new Captain America movie and watch that and review it. So I did that, right? It was quite a good quality copy. We're going to have a full review of that. It's not, it deserves every bit of the derision it's gotten, right? It really deserves it. It's just totally pointless and confusing. It's really totally pointless. I mean, there's no need. Oh, again, when I talk about it, I'll talk about it in more depth. Big news: Ninth Doctor and Rose are going back. I am actually kind of psyched about this, right? Listen, it's Big Finishes to fuck this up. Unfortunately, they got quite a strong track record of fucking things up. So I don't know. Oh God, please, just make it like Doctor and Rose. None of your weird transy shit. I just stop with it. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, and I think we've also got more official confirmation. The show's over. I don't think they're going to season 3. I always thought they'll go to season 3 without Disney. I don't think they're going to season 3. I don't think it's done well enough for BBC to justify it. I think they want to rest it for a number of years, is my guess. Right? And let's have somebody else think about it in the future. I think it's done. I think it's done and dusted. Which surprised me, but I just don't think there's a way they could. Even according to the money men, I think, and they realize now any more fucking around with it, and it's really there's no bringing it back. Right? Even now, it's like it'd be amazing. It could come back. Right? It could come back tomorrow if it was just good. That's really the bottom line. I mean, that really is the absolute bottom line. If it was just good, it'll bounce back instantly. Because people want to have a show like Doctor Who that they like. Right? People want to like it. But anyway, so we got that the Big Finish doing the Ninth Doctor and Rose. I'm actually reasonably psyched about that. That sounds good. That sounds like it'll be again, I mean, please, don't fuck it up. No, just don't, really. And then I realized how far behind I'm on Blake 7. Also, well, let's check this out. While I said we'll do what was it, Blake 7 magazine watch, right? How was it? How far away? Because I think it's coming on Wednesday. It's supposed to arrive. Hang on, I got to look it up. I have to go to. I got the receipt in. There we go. Got the receipt. Let me just get my order number. Do doink. What is it? You do look up, right? How do I? No, it's my cart. I don't want the cart. Oh, hang on. Oh, order lookup. There you go. Doink. And now it'll tell me because I'm ordering. I didn't tell me what the Blake says. I'm tired. The Blake 7 magazine things, right? They look so freaking cool. And I saw they've already been shipped. I paid for them last week. Then I saw this week there was like a 15% discount. I was like, really? Oh man, that's a bummer. Let's see what FedEx has to say. Okay, FedEx is going to tell me where it is. Where is it? Great. Now I've got to see all travel history. It's fine. So it left from Windsor, Connecticut on Tuesday, right? And it arrived in Newark on Wednesday morning at 3:58 in the morning. Then it went from Newark to Memphis. And then it bounced around in Memphis a little bit before arriving at Roissy Charles de Gaulle in France, right? And now it's at Royce. Now it left that it's in Grace, Hollandy, and it's supposed to get here Wednesday, right? That's really exciting. 2 nights here. What am I talking about? Let's see if I can find the picture of it. Doink. And I'm really psyched about both of these things, right? Here we go. Doink. Let me open up both these windows. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. I mean, man, there's so many people dead from Blake 7 now. I mean, Blake 7 has more death in it than what's it called? Oh, man, you don't get any close-ups of that. 1 second. Let me there. 1 second. We'll do this instead. We'll do it for the X account. X.com. It's Colt Edge, I believe. Colt Edge. Is it? No, not coming up. Oh, yeah, baby. Is that it? This is it? No. Really? So it was. I just did Blake 7. It was bound to come up on that. Oh, okay. Blake 7 Diary. It's probably that. If it's not that, it's the. Where is it? Finally. Oh, Colt _Edge. Really? I got that wrong? Yeah. Now it's not opening up either. There we go. Colt Edge. That's what. Oh, everything is hard, ladies and gentlemen, except the things you want to be hard. At my age, there's medicine for everything. Don't you worry. Where is this? Doink. There you go. So these things, they're on their way, right? I'm getting both of them. The issue 24, I think. Did they put? Oh no, issue 24 and 25. So yeah, these things look just awesome. I have to tell you, they look absolutely freaking awesome. Did the inside pictures? Right, I wish I didn't known about that. I got both copies. I could have got 15% off. Never mind. Where's some interior pictures? No. There you go. That was nice artwork on the comic strip. That is nice artwork. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm excited by all of this. This looks awesome. right? It does. I am looking forward to this. So yeah, Wednesday. So getting both issues. So next Sabbath, I'll be doing well, right? I'll have plenty to read. Da 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 da. Anyway, so I'm behind. I'm very behind on my Blake 7 rewatch. I was going from season 1 because the Blu-ray came out. Where was it? Making Blake 7. Making Blake 7. Isn't it the same people? I don't remember Terrence snogging Serverland. Sand. Okay, I didn't get some of that on my rewatch of season 4. This is a nice bit. Does this have a, what is this? Is this just AI? Just AI. It's very impressive. It does look a lot like Aurak, doesn't it? Serverland action. I don't know what the difference is. Right? I don't know what the difference is. I do like these chronicles. I'm really gutted that I wasn't smart enough to start collecting them. Right? They look really nice. Yeah. No, these are, I have to say, I mean, Doctor Who magazine has kind of pulled itself together in my mind, right? Kind of pulled itself together again. On this day, the last ever Peanut strip, Charles M. Schultz, was published. The Crazy Snoopy, fine. Better looking. Which reminds me of Captain America, Winter Soldier. Because neighbors, not for me, mate. Anyway, my excitement has peaked. Is what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen. My excitement has peaked. My excitement has also peaked. I'm not sure if you saw this. There was a call between Trump and Starmer, right? And it got leaked. It's incredible. Yeah, let me find that for you. I got it right here. Doink.
Little squirmy rat from across the pond on the phone, please, Doris.
Which one, sir? Lammy or Kier?
It's supposed to be Lammy, but he doesn't know his ass from his elbow, to think of it. None of them do, but Kier, please.
Coming right up, sir.
I love that this is what we use AI for, right? This is the culmination of all human technology and achievement to do this. And I think it's okay.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, he really is made to be in the thick of it, isn't he? Keir Starmer.
Oh, fuck. Shit. It's him. Can you answer it for me and tell him I'm away? Or on the toilet, at least?
I can't do that, honey. I'm on the toilet myself. You can do it, though. I believe in you.
I'll just let it ring off for now.
Don't panic. He is below you, honey. Don't forget that. Use it. It works with me.
Here goes nothing, then. Why did he have to call me now? Hello, Mr. President. I wasn't expecting your call. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Shut the fuck up, dickhead, and listen to me very clearly.
Oh, God, if only this was real. Oh, we want this to be real so bad.
If you go through with that retarded Chagos deal, I'm going to rain fire on your ass like you've never seen before. Do you hear me?
Well, I do hear you loud and clear, but you can't speak to me like that.
Brilliant. That made.
Are you fucking serious? Who was that?
Daddy.
Nobody, just my wife.
That was a man's very gay voice. Is that your little playmate Ali by any chance?
What does it matter who it was?
Okay, batty boy,
Let me
don't
tell
get
you,
your
if he
knickers
was,
in a
you
twist.
Tell him to go suck a dick. Maybe he.
Oh, will you just shut the fuck up, please?
Seems to me like you're in a sticky situation here. No pun intended.
It does seem like that way to me, too. Yeah, I think you nailed it, Donald.
Look, it's out of my hands.
You bet your ass it is. Good chat, batty boy.
For fuck's sake, Ali.
Like a puppet on a string.
May use like deepfake AI technology. It might do. It might do. Not sure if it does. I think that was all real, ladies and gentlemen. I think that was all real. Oh, and here, one second. Let's put up the thumbnail. Share screen. Oh, Billy, you look fantastic here on the thumbnail. I know you're excited to be back. Me too. Me too. Good show, everybody. So I was trying to remember the name of my favorite strip in Heavy Metal magazine a few weeks ago, right? And I couldn't. It was like this super hot, like brunette space stripper, kind of like porno strip. And I kept looking it up, and I thought it was LAN, Laan, right? No, and I couldn't find it. I finally located it and downloaded it. It is a Perv Central. LAN, not two A's, two N's, right? And it is very dirty, very, very dirty, and also kind of awesome. I have to tell you, it is. It's really kind of awesome. It for it being very dirty, it's also reasonably innocent as well. I mean, I have to read through it. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I downloaded it. I found where it was online. It was very cool. All right, I'm really so there. People ask me, "Could you ever find out what that was?" Yes, it's LAN, not LAN, not LAN. Okay, there you go, Billy. We're back with you, darling. Back with you, looking delightful. Let us get to the chat, ladies and gentlemen, before I fall asleep. Oh man, I'm dragging my ass through this stream. I see something. It's the film actuals. Yeah, apparently the BAFTAs. I think the film actual is from Team America World Police, right? Film Actor Guild. They just use the initials FAG, right? So you had like what's his name? Sean Penn say, "Oh, they're the nicest people ever in North Korea. There's bunnies and everybody's so sweet over there. I tell you, it's perfect." And it says like here, Sean Penn, fag, right? So I think he means the BAFTAs. Oh dear, Stardust. Yes, I think he means the BAFTAs. Petey Richards here. BBC Radio still put it out live. Well, good for them. Who gives a shit? I mean, nobody watches those movies. I know there's cinema should be a poor man's art form, like a working man's art form, I should say, rather than poor man's art form, right? And it's not. I mean, the few people who realize that they do gangbusters. Tom Cruise does gangbusters, right? When I don't know, they try their best with Captain America. Oy vey. Oh, fine. Let me get through the chat. Then I think we'll start with Captain America because it's it's not even worth watching for free on Disney Plus. I feel that way about most of all of the MCU now, actually, for that matter. Dan M is here. Doing Dan M. Thank you for joining us. Lonnie is here. How you doing, Lonnie? Where are we up to? D is here. Emily Van Camp or Olivia Thurby. Well, I know both their names, but I can't remember what they look like. So let's have a look. Let's have a perv out. Let's have a perv out. Let's have a perv out with Emily Van Camp. Who is Emily Van Camp? Emily Van Camp, the Von Trapp family. Van Camp. Doesn't. Oh, wait. Is she the one from later Marvel movies, maybe? Yeah. Who was, I don't know, Peggy Carter's daughter or something, or granddaughter, and is just not very hot. And you go, what? That's Emily Van Camp, the really quite dull-looking Emily. So Emily Van Camp's a hard no, right? That's a hard no, right? I'm not interested. Let's try Olivia Thurby. Or Thurlby. Olivia Thurby. No, they're both a no. Who is she? They're both a hard no. Kind of recognize her though. What's she been in? She was Anderson. Blimey, she doesn't look like it. In the Dread movie, blimey. No, that's a double no. That's a double no. She was an Oppenheimer. I liked Oppenheimer. Don't remember her at all. So there you go. Where are we up to? Yeah, that's a total strikeout. I'm sorry to tell you that. Peter, you're not the only one who's either. I was at a theatre and got at 12 a.m. this morning. Oh God, what a nightmare! How long did it take to get home from there? But how long till you're in bed? That's the most important part, right? And also, I've become addicted to hot water bottles. Like, I can't get into bed unless it's all nice and warmed up for me with a hot water bottle. It's just the way I roll now, baby. Just the way I roll. Please, no more Doctor Who Oak. Sometimes they're not woke, though, right? I'm still struggling with Stephen Noonan's one. I've really got to get through it. But I'm disappointed. I'm halfway through. I'm like, oh, I've got to finish it. David has got an article on the have an article on all the alphabet characters. Where's the article? I'll go and look at it. I actually remember somebody saying something about that. We'll look at that. We'll finish at 10 p.m. Says whatever his name is, Dad. Yeah, I'm tired. Don't believe a word of it, mate. Don't believe a word of it. Never believe in people. Paul tells us here you're doing bad rules, advertising, studio space, and the TARDIS being taken down doesn't yet. It's never coming back. Like, not in this incarnation. I don't think they're doing a season 3. I really, really don't. Right? But we'll go wide. Rat from across the pond has new nicknames. Yes. Film Actors Guild. Mark Milburn is here. Terry Hatcher and the Adam Hughes Zatanna. Lovely Billy. I keep in. See, I'm not sure how to do the Adam Hughes, Terry Hatcher as the Adam Hughes Zatanna, because I don't understand AI that well, right? It means training a model to do Adam Hughes' style, right? And then essentially putting Terry Hatcher in it. I don't know how to do that. So, it's a good idea, but man, I just don't know how to do that. They treat the working class like shit, though. Well, of course, who are we talking about? I don't know. They treat the working class like shit whenever they can, right? Whenever they can. There we go. Where we're up to. And honestly, for me, working classes should be. I think government should be 70% working classes. 30% between the 20% middle class and 10% upper class. Right? I think they would have a much better government if they had that. Right? About 15 minutes. And you got to live. So about an hour. Oh man, no. That's I'm too old. I'm too old for that. Yeah. I'm not. I would be. I was zombie boy today. Right, I could hardly function, and I got to bed at like 12:45. I said this as late as I could go before I'm like, I don't know. Like after this stream, I'll be going to bed as early as humanly possible. Right, I've already eaten. Which is good, which means that's going to save me a good hour right there, right? I had some leftover food from Sabbath that we had. My wife made this stew called gumbo, right? It's not real gumbo because we don't put like shrimp and shit in it because we're Jewish, but it's still good. So I had that and rice steak. It was all like stormy. Oh, that's the other reason I want to go out. It's like I was about to go out to walk the dog, right? And I heard this like. And I thought it was thunder. I was like, "Oh no!" So I had to get out so I can get back before the dog before the heavens did indeed open. So yeah, she was Anderson and Dread with blonde hair. Okay, fine. Colin Archer says Robert Heinlein has some interesting discussions on government in The Moon and the Harsh Mistress. Moon is a harsh mistress. Well, being Jewish, I have enough harsh mistresses to get me through the day. Anyway, let me pull up a picture of Captain America. Well, actually, we could look at the. No, I'll just pull up the poster. I think Captain America, man, Brave New World. Let me see if I can get a good poster. So like that like has all the characters so I can remember everyone. Oh yeah, this is a good one. There you go. Oh god, yeah. I'm glad this poster has all everybody on it because I forgot a very important element about this I want to talk about. Second. Doink. Okie dokie. Fine. Let's talk about Captain America: Brave New World. Not bad. Came out on February 14th. I'm reviewing it today. So, looking at it from a Norm's perspective, this is incomprehensible. To be honest with you, you know, they spent the first roughly 30 minutes with Sam Wilson as Captain America and keep saying what a wonderful guy Captain America. Hey Cap, how you doing, Captain America? Oh Cap, we all love Captain America. And you're watching going, who the fuck's he? I thought Captain America was a white bloke. What's going on? Right? Well, and he's got like this sidekick with him. He's got this new like just annoying side like this guy. And I'm like, I don't know who this is. I don't know when it. And I've seen the Winter Soldier and Buck in the Winter Soldier. I just don't. It was like, how many years ago was it? That was what, 2021? I don't know. So yeah, there's a lot of things. Oh, it's very obvious to me that the Harrison Ford, who's taking over the role from not John Hurt, from William Hurt, and I think that's actually a good bit of recasting because William Hurt is very iconic, right? William Hurt, I mean, you'll need somebody like that of that kind of stature of General. But it's very obvious to me that he is a stand-in for Trump, right? And the question is, when did they start making this movie? Because when they started making this movie, they obviously thought that Trump could well win, unless they're saying, well, wouldn't it be weird if Trump comes back? Here, let's have a look. Brave New World. So when do you think? So it's Falcon and Winter Soldier was written in 2020, was done in 2021. I wonder when they started. Question: when did they start photography on it? And then you can backtrack from there. 2018 was developing a limited series. Okay, fine. So 2021. 2022, right? Yeah, so they're working on a script in July of 2022. Did it look like Trump was on his way back then? Because that's clearly how they're treating it. Like, when do we win it here? Trump, July 2022. Let's see what comes up. Trump returns to the scene of his tarnished legacy. So he just relaunched. Essentially, he just relaunched his campaign, right? And the reason I'm talking about it because it all like directly dovetails straight into that. Because yeah, he's very much a stand-in for Trump. I think a lot of the reshoots were making him more of a sympathetic figure. Anyway, okay, so you start off, you have Captain America is on a mission with, his sidekick, whoever the fuck he is, I don't know, doing Captain America shit. And honestly, it just doesn't really work, right? Because he does like the big hero land at the beginning, and he's not established. That's the problem. Like, again, I'm looking and go, who the fuck are you? Like, what? What's going on? Like, and the normies are like, what the I don't know. There's no establishment of this character as Captain America, and you're supposed to instantly love and adore him as Captain America. And that's one of the fundamental pillars on why this movie fails. Right, yeah. I mean, really, it's there's zero setup, right? And the reason Captain America was so great because they had such an incredible setup with like the first third of Captain America: First Avenger, right? Was so strong, right? And and you really liked him. You liked the underdog. Now the second problem is, and this is going outside the plot, but why is he Captain America? It makes no sense whatsoever. Like he's never taken the super serum, and he's Captain America because he's black. And that third thing is he's Falcon, another superhero. So he's actually much closer, and he's got no powers, right? So he's much closer to Iron Man, right? So if they had him as the new Iron Man, that would actually work, right? That would have actually made sense. Especially there's some like aerial daring do going on in some point in the movie on the set pieces, and you see it very much from his HUD display. I'm like, this is Iron Man. This is not Captain America, right? So there's zero setup of this character, and you're supposed to instantly love him. That's on an emotional level why it totally fails, right? Because you just don't give a shit, frankly. Right, you see, and then there's so many things that just annoy me now. It's very CGI. I can't stand the CGI. Helmet goes on and off, and that's just stupid. Right? I'm sorry, it's dumb. It doesn't really work. And the CGI, the wings come out. It's like when he does it, it's boring. Right? This is a movie we've seen many times before. Now, and then after they introduce a really interesting character, and something that would have made this work a lot better. This Captain America from the 50s who spent the last 20, 30 years in jail being experimented on and screwed over by the American government. Now, here's how this movie could have actually worked very well. That if it was a sequel to that movie, like let's say, instead of he's taking on the mantle of Captain America, he takes on the mantle of Iron Man, which makes so much more fucking sense, right? Again, it's the same. He has a suit. It's the same powers, essentially, right? But let's say he's taking on the mantle of Iron Man, and you play that with like an A-B story, like in Godfather Part 2, right? Where you have like young Vito and what's his name? Not Marlon Brando. What's the bloody name? Michael Corleone, played by one of the most famous actors in the world. One second. Godfather Part 2. Al Pacino. Oh god, that was so annoying. That was just so annoying. So yeah, the rise of Al Pacino's Godfather and the rise of Marlon Brando's Godfather, as played by Robert De Niro. You have like an A-B storyline. So they could have done a great movie about that fucked over black Captain America from the 50s. Right, and how he spent all these years in jail, and that would have been such a compelling time. And they like just shoehorned it apparently into Falcon and Winter Soldier, which was 4 years ago, and nobody saw it, and nobody remembers it, and nobody fucking cared. But you could have actually set up his character to be a character that you cared about, because it was, the building blocks are there. It was from a graphic novel, run by Ed Brubaker, who is just a great writer. Right, I'm really looking forward to. There's a adaptation coming on, I think, Amazon, of Criminal, which is one of his best things. So then, what's his name? The guy from Breaking Bad is in the beginning, and he put it as this like super, what's the word again? Not assassin. I mean, he's an assassin as well, but this super like mercenary, and he's very good in the role. You get the feeling like he's been in the Marvel universe for a while, and you're supposed to know who he is. I have no idea, right? No idea. There's a lot of that stuff going on, right? So, but he's actually quite good in it, and it's like Harrison Ford's character. Just it's so inconsistent. Maybe it's all the reshoots. Because his character and motivations kind of like completely change, very like at about halfway through the movie, right? He becomes he's first half of the movie is kind of a redemptive figure, looking for peace, looking to find peace with his daughter, Liv, whatever, Arwen from Lord of the Rings. And you see him being like quite a conciliatory, and thoughtful president, right? So I think that's where a lot of the reshoots came in to make him seem more nicer, more sympathetic. So another character we need to talk about is what's the name? The Israeli character, the Israeli superhero super spy, also from the Red Room. That's where what's the name? All the Black Widows are trained. So I don't know how they did this. They found the one Israeli chick who isn't hot. It's so weird. You go outside in Israel and you throw a stick, right? And you're going to hit several hot women, and then they'll be able to break your arm, which is kind of hot. Is it Liv Tyler? Thank you. Which is kind of hot of itself. But yeah, she's just weird looking, right? Sabra, right? She's just weird looking and tiny. She's so small, it's ridiculous, right? It's like kind of like. It's kind of like Ant-Man. She's so small, right? It's just absolutely ridiculous. Could have been a good, but I don't know how'd you get fucking Israeli and not Israeli woman and not have someone hot. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? Really? So then the villain turns out to be something that I thought was a DC villain. It was essentially how they described the villain from the Suicide Squad, played by Peter Capaldi, the Thinker, right? So essentially like that, who's like very smart and using people, whatever. So there's a couple of good set pieces. There's a bit where there's a unexpected assassination attempt on the president, which I thought was well put together, right? That was a good, pulse pounding, exciting moment. But generally speaking, again, nobody knows who Sam Barnes or Sam Wilson is, right? Nobody has an idea. The finale where Harrison Ford turns into the Red Hulk is very cool, right? It's been a long time since you've seen like a Hulk fight, and that's very cool. But again, that he doesn't have the super serum is just stupid. Like it really is. It's just stupid. Like, again, why is he Captain America? It makes no sense whatsoever. Bucky Barnes shows up at one point, and you go, well, it would have been better if he was Captain America. Or what's his name? Kurt Russell's son, Wyatt Russell from Thunderbolts, who was Captain America for a little bit, and then killed the guy who killed his friend, or something like that, and then he wasn't allowed to be Captain America anymore for some reason. He was so much better at Captain America. Like, I'm sorry, he's just not Captain America, and that's really the fundamental issue with it. He's not Captain America. They didn't set him up as Captain America. From a normie's point of view, you go, what the fuck's going on? Who is this guy? Oh, there. And then the plot is driven by the discovery of adamantium from something, I guess it's from the Eternals, some space giant thing that landed in the Indian Sea. Like, no one's seen any of this shit. What are you doing? Right? Stop acting like it's not 2015 anymore. Right? It's 10 years later. You fucked it in the arse relentlessly, and now it's bloody, right? And not working out as well as it used to. Right? It's not working anymore. And they're still acting like, oh yeah, look, everybody loves it, yeah. And you remember, Bucky Barnes, and like, who? What? You remember General Ross? Who? No, I don't. I don't remember any of them. And then I found the denouement where am I going to spoil it? Yeah, I'll spoil it because it gives a shit. It's really not. Again, the trouble is, we've seen this sort of thing done a lot better very recently. Was it Winter Soldier? Captain America Winter Soldier did this superhero espionage thing really, really well, and it's way more entertaining and watchable than this. Maybe because Captain America is Captain fucking America, right? I just think that's an important part of it. That Captain America needs to be Captain America, right? Again, he just should have been Iron Man. Like Tony Stark's gone, he should have been the new Iron Man. I don't get it. I don't get why this guy with no powers. And then how's he fighting people with power? I don't get it. I really don't get it at all, right? But the plot. Okay, so if they had done the 1950s Captain America movie, right, and then built up that character, maybe, and then have Sam Wilson in it on his journey to become, I think, Iron Man, not Captain America, whatever, and then this was a sequel to that movie, this would be good. But the only reason they made him Captain America because he's black, and they want to make a point that black people can be Captain America. No, again, only racists think that can't be the case. Thinking the idea that a black person can't represent America is something that never crossed the mind of most people who voted for Trump, right? It's just an insanity. But I want to tell you. It's very, very missable. Oh, that's how very, very missable. All right, there was really nothing going on there. That's really worth watching whatsoever. Right? Sadly, it could have been so much better. Anyway. Let's switch to some other news. We'll go doink over here. Share screen. What's that? You mean the giant stone that was so large it would affect worldwide weather and ocean patterns, but it hasn't been even mentioned since the Eternals? Apparently so. I never saw the Eternals. You know why I never saw the Eternals? Because no fucker saw the Eternals. Because no one gives a fucking Eternals. Okay, so this I think is some good news, though. I mean, potentially some good news. Look, what's working against it is it being current day Big Finish, right? And current day Big Finish is not so great. Let's be fair. I mean, what's new? Let's see what's going on over the next couple of months. I mean, because that normally tells you story. It could be Master. Fuck off. This I might be interested in. Time Tunnel. Nope. Not getting on board any news shit with you. Nope. Vamp PD. Nope. Even Terrible Aspect. If I was a huge Blake Seven fan, and I've been wanting to get this book for years, and yeah. I mean, how many books it takes? They just take too bloody long. How long is it? Yeah, 351 minutes. No, I can't put 351 minutes into that. No. Tortured again. So this is like, I mean, the third Doctor one does look quite good. Genesis of the Cybermen, no, that looks shit. Grandfather Time looks like the last one was shit. I'm sorry. Devil Life River Song, what with Tegan and Ace? Fuck off. Tortured, no. Oh, you got the fourth Doctor one. Looks into Pathnos Gang. No, I mean, there's just so little coming out. They go, yeah, Hook Light, don't really care. Planet Crinoid, nice cover. Now the Commanding Chronicles actually interests me, but it's $31. It seems very expensive. Well, how many discs is it? 4 discs. It still seems very expensive. I mean, they got good writers. And do they have more? Do they have more than one cast member per episode? I am tempted by this. I really am. But again, it's expensive. But you see, look, I mean, it's like Dark Gallifrey Missing. No, it's like that thing fell apart. This I'm actually tempted with as well. But the stuff I'm interested in is far less occurring than the stuff I'm not interested in. Hook Light, no. I like the War Doctor Rises. This looks like it's going to be cack. All right, no. No, not really into the Banbury unit. And Full Doctor, maybe. I don't know. But it's not like, oh, I must have this. I must have this. And then is it July? Oh, fuck off. 13th Doctor. Although this release strategy, I think, is a strong one, right? Which is what we're about to talk about. When does it start? Ninth Doctor Adventures, right? With Chris Eccles and Billy Piper. This starts in August. I actually think that's a good time of year for it to start as well. It just feels. Remember Rizzle Kicks? They just felt like it was a summer album, a kind of a summer party album. Ninth Doctor and Rose has that summer vibe, right? And I like the monthly rollout. I think we can expect good performances from Eccleston and Billy Piper. I think they're both excited to be doing it. The question is, look, this is... one second. Conrad says, I started the Time Tunnel, but it starts with the main characters being somehow isolated as the world changes around them. Nothing like the original. I'm not giving them anything to punt. Right? This is what seems to be arranged, that they will be scared to fuck up. Right? And when it's arranged they're scared to fuck up, they tend to do better. Like, the third Doctor range and the second Doctor range, they're scared to fuck up. They don't wokeify those ones so much, right? First Doctor one as well. They don't, but it's but the more successful they get, the more scared they get to fuck it up. Because this is, this is a big. I think this is a hope to win back. Probably, a lot of customers who are just like, look, they're just. I mean, look, it's like Captain America: Brave New World, right? There's just so much good other Marvel stuff for free that if I want, I'm never going to watch it. I'll watch Winter Soldier. Same with this. There's so much good other Doctor Who, audio Doctor Who from Big Finish that I would like. I don't really have a need for anymore. Right, so that's why I think doing Ninth Doctor and Rose stuff is a good idea. I hope they give it like a season arc, right? Because I think that it could really use that. So let's read this. Chris Eccleston and Billy Piper star in a brand new series of full cast audio dramas beginning in August of 2025 from Big Finish Productions. I like that it's a monthly rollout, right? That keeps the conversation going, right? Which I quite enjoy. And also, you have the release day. It's like a day that everybody, can maybe watch it. I don't know, listen to it. And it's only one a month. It'll be like easy to listen to on the day it comes out. Well, that was it. Fine. The Doctor and Rose want you to come with them. You want to come with me? Right? Back to the Panel Estate where the Doctor's past returns to haunt him, and they go out to the universe where enemies old and new are waiting. Now, Billy Piper didn't know anything about the Daleks, did she? I really want to see this Doctor go up against the Daleks somehow. I mean, there's some ways you could do it as well. And so in 2005, Christopher Eccleston and Billy Piper, as the Ninth Doctor and Rose Rider, took a whole new generation of Doctor Who fans on the trip of a lifetime into time and space. And they really did. Listen, we're all taking a shit on Rusty Davies right now, and rightly so. The work he's doing is atrocious, right? Again, almost certainly he's moved on. Doctor Who's over. He's killed it, right? The work he's doing is atrocious. 2005 to 2009 was a very joyous time. There was a very joyous time in England as well. Like, people were like, it was right after the Queen's, was it bicentenary or something? The Olympic Games. It was like, and it was fine to be patriotic. That was a great time, right? The noughties. So it was a very happy time. And the series was very happy. It was like, oh man, Doctor Who's back and it's just fun. So it says, I'm so happy recording more Adventures of the Ninth Doctor with Billy. I don't think my Doctor exists without Rose. He's a one man, one companion kind of alien. We explored him on his own at Big Finish, Barcelona. I think that was a mistake, right? I really think they should have done what they did with Blake 7. I thought was very good. They did 2 seasons or 3 seasons. They inserted them into the middle of season 3. And it really worked. It really worked because you had like these season arcs. You had like a season finale, and I think that's something the Ninth Doctor and Rose really need, like a season arc, a season finale. If they're going to recreate this era, which I think they're trying to do, they're going to you're going to want to get to those. Like 2005 was a fun time because England just worked out they could do stuff like that. And it was that's why Doctor Who was so huge, right? It's like it's English, but it's like American. It's so huge. So I really think, I really feel the Ninth Doctor range is just in the doldrums, right? And stupidly so, right? I think he should have had one like season arcs essentially. Like box sets, so like 4 box sets, 3 episodes each is a season, right? Have a companion for 1 season. I've always said that they should have a story that, or a box set that takes place during the episode Rose, right? In the gaps in Rose, right? And so you have episode 1 is he just says goodbye to her at the beginning or something like that, and then. So you see why he eventually goes back to it. And I always thought that episode takes place through the entire Ninth Doctor's timeline, right? Which I always thought was quite interesting. And you could have had like the Clive pictures of the, the Titanic, that sort of stuff when he's wearing the top hat, right? I think they really missed the trick. I think they also missed the trick with not having him do a box set with him versus the Daleks. And this is just one suggestion. There's hundreds of things you could do, but you could say like he comes across a space station with the station computer or ship computer is not working properly, and so he puts himself into it, and it's taken over by a Dalek virus. Right, so he's in this AI environment and he's fighting the Daleks, right? And you get this terror. You could that's just, and again, you could just stop and think and come up there. So they really haven't used the range at all for him. It's just been kind of, and I stopped buying them a while ago. Which is why I think they're rebooting it now. And again, with Billy Piper, I think it's a very good idea. We explored him at Big Finish, but there's a resilience and bravery and deep empathy to Billy as well. That's why I do this. They complete each other. They do. I agree with that. Right, Billy Piper. I can't think of a better time for Rose to reunite with the First Doctor. 20 years after she first ran into TARDIS and towards adventure, here we are again. Me and Chris ready to have fun, facing the universe and monsters together. Well, this is actually the good thing about the Ninth Doctor range at Big Finish. Let's look at the stuff they put out. Collections. Ninth Doctor. Oh, Jesus. Do we have it? This is just so here, let's just put them down by any order whatsoever. This first. Right, so let's skip the stuff that he wasn't in. Ravagers I thought was very good. Yeah, basically that first season it worked very well. The second season is when it stopped working well, which is we're over here. I think this is the one where I was out when you had what? Oh, that's a vinyl version. Where you had Liv Schenker and whatever her name is, Rebecca Root, Liv Schenker's girlfriend, who has a penis and is a woman. Right, I was out at that point. I'm like, no more. Bye. I get feeling quite a lot of people were the same. Right, so actually, here's the thing. I was looking at the wrong ones. Here, let's do the 10th Doctor collection. Because again, I think some of those are much more indicative. Oh god, the Dalek universe was just so annoying. I'm sorry, Dalek universe was like Planet Universe, not so many Daleks. Right, okay, so these individual ones they did, right, very much feel like right out the era. So especially this one. It's when she was with Billy Piper. Infamy of the Zaros. It really feels like a very like fits perfectly in by John Dorney. Does an excellent job, right? Really recreates that era beautifully. So they can do it. That's from 2017, the beginning of the Dark Times. And they still have the old logo on then, so you might have been safe. Producer Matt Fidden says 20 years after Night's Doctor and Rose burst onto our screens, Chris and Billy Piper are back with a brilliant dynamic. The Doctor and Rose, the universe, Doctor showing Rose the universe and Rose showing the Doctor best of humanity across 12 episodes. And I hope they do a Christmas one, slotting neatly into that 2005 series. We have more Jackie Tyler and Power State. It needs that a lot. I agree with them. Plus, friends and enemies, old and new, through time and space. I hope he meets up with the Brigadier in this. Our Rise have done an amazing job recapturing the spirit of that very special season. That's the point, right? And they actually, when they do like season 7 stuff with the Third Doctor, they almost always nail it perfectly, right? That Third Doctoration is doing very well, I should say. Our Rise have done amazing on recapturing a special season, and that's the point. Billy and Chris and Billy have embraced the script with delight and gusto. They're having a blast back on that trip of a lifetime and sound fantastic. So you can buy them at $9.99 story for download, or $11.99 for plus shipping, and then I guess you can get a bundle. Yeah, whatever. So here, there's I was very important. Then I saw the trailer, and it really kind of took the wind out of my sails. Dr. Axis here, tinkering around the time machine. Let me know how it goes. Let me know last week. Here we go. I thought from Rose. So far, it's doing quite well.
Do you want to come with us?
Because it's not going to be safe, and it's not going to be pretty.
It's a jungle out there. Sometimes quite literally. You'll see ghosts of the past, the ruin of your future, and there'll be big trouble at Little Kevin's.
But if you come along, you'll never know a journey like it.
Yeah, didn't that sound a little bit flat to you? I know, it did to me. Let's look at the trailer that they were riffing on, the Triple Lifetime trailer. Because that had a lot of energy. This really didn't. I mean, really didn't. Season 1. Is this season 1 shooty? Or season 1? I got a whole folder of trailers here. Oh, Triple Lifetime. There you go.
Do you want to come with me?
Okay, this is so much more freaking life to it.
Because if you do, then I should warn you.
The soundscape of this is even so much better.
Warn you. You're going to see all sorts of things. Ghosts from the past. Aliens from the future. The day
Why would you emulate this trailer and do it so badly?
the Earth died in a ball of flame. It won't be quiet, it won't be safe, and it won't be calm. But I tell you what it will be. I'll tell you what it will be. The trip of a lifetime. Trip of a lifetime.
Doctor Who, Saturdays at 7 on BBC One.
They should have tried. Oh, okay. Let's go back. Okay, here's a hint. Big Finish. Don't give your stars Valium before they have to record a trailer.
Do you want to come with us?
Because it's not going to be safe, and it's not going to be pretty.
It's a jungle out there. Sometimes quite literally. You'll see ghosts of the past, the ruin of your future, and there'll be big trouble at little Kevin's.
But if you come along, you'll never know a journey like it.
That's a really bad trailer. I was so into it. That's a really bad trailer. That literally just put me off it.
Go on. I dare you.
That's a really bad trailer. Holy crap. Yeah, also, let's see if I can find, like... Let's see if I can find the 10th Doctor trailer, the one with the box set with Rose Tyler. I'm sure I'm sure they did a video for that. Yeah, here's this one over here. Video. Yeah. I mean, that was... Here, what's that? Download. Here it comes. Yeah, well, it's a long thing. Video file.
Hello there! Is that a Saros I see before me?
Yeah, look, this is actually going as a bit of welly to it.
And the thing about us Tylers, we won't lie down when we're beaten.
Hello, Rose. It's your mum. Sorry to call. We've sort of been invaded.
You're not the Daleks or Sontarans. You don't need to be. So why are you doing this?
It's a fencing match, mon ami.
What? The Ice Warriors.
I'm Rose Tyler. He's the Doctor. One question. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, okay, that was good. There's no life to that trailer at all, either. Oh man, that was really bad. I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, that was not good. Not good. Like, why? Why would you do that? Oh yeah, we got to talk about this. Let me go to see if I can find it. I just Big Finish being annoying as always. But here, somebody sent me okay, they sent it to me via Facebook, right? Something about that story. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, is this it? No. No. Who am I looking at? Stuff about Rusty Davis recording something, writing something new. No. Prompts of being earnest. Yeah. Look, Shooter's just not coming back. Okay, I think everybody just needs to accept it's not going. Here, let me see if we can find it on X. I'll go to the Big Finish X account. Doink. Big Finish. Big Finish. Doink. Share the screen. Doink. Because but yeah, we didn't look at the picture. I know it's a nice picture of the scene together, right? I honestly, that's better than I've seen Billy Piper look for a long time. I don't know, and like everything is good about it apart from the trailer, right? trailer just annoys me. Here, this was the story I was going to go on. Big Villager LGBTQ character spotlight. Maybe you want to give that a rest, darling. Right? But also, when they posted about that, people were like, wow, what happy with them? What's this? This was only a couple of days ago. Oh, they're at Gallifrey 1. This is it. So, it's only about gay characters. How about have Big Finish not be about gay characters for 10 seconds? LGB and occasionally, but when we're not paying Trevor Baxendale, we'll tolerate the T to get rid of him. I mean, they're so nuts about Trevor Baxendale, who's such a great creative. If you really want to show allyship, stop hiring non-transphobe like Trevor Baxendale. You've definitely working with some rotters in the past. So actually stand on your morals. I think the BBC probably makes them do that. Dr. and Big Win should not be a safe space for transphobes. Shouldn't be a safe space for cunts like you, right? Coparder. The man should be free to have his own views. Don't worry about him so much. It's true, right? Okay, kid. Nice opinion. One small issue. I planted a landmine inside an undisclosed location inside your house. Every step you take is a risky... What the fuck? Okay. People are nuts. Honestly, these people are absolutely nuts. So LGBT month is different from different in addition to Pride month, apparently so. Oh god, there's so much LGBT. Like, it's enough already. And it's not to say they haven't done good LGBT content, right? Like, yeah, no, not that guy. What was it? They had a great 3-parter, Companion Chronicles. Where was it? But like, I don't know, maybe try and work out that not everybody's gay, right? I don't like me, and hey, look, here's why, right? Because it ends up over here. You have like this insanity, which we have to look at. Juno fucking Dawson, right? Who again? Let's be clear. Has written. Do I still have the pages? They're on screenshots. Has written a book teaching children how to use apps to facilitate adults raping them, which is what it's called when an adult has sex with a child, right? Yeah, that's sick. But Juno is objectionable on so many levels. Juno, I don't think you're a lady. I think you're a bloke who's not well, right? And I think Stonewall are pure fucking evil, right? Juno Dawson, this year's equality dinner. Juno Dawson does not want equality. She wants supremacy. Was a bit different. Let's unpack. Bear with me as I try and figure out my own thoughts. Okay. I love Stonewall UK. Everybody hates them. They're an evil fascist organization and have dear friends who work for the charity. I have supported them for years as a role model and donor. Okay, donor, fine. Don't be a role model, right? Don't be a role model because you're a fucking weirdo, darling. But I also deeply admire Queers for Palestine. I admire people who would be people supporting a group that would murder them on site, right? The Queers will be murdered on site in Palestine. It's a right that at queers.for.palestine apply pressure to the pressure group. What pressure group? I don't know. Some of the companies Stonewall provide. The pressure group provide training to some of the companies Stonewall provide training to are repugnant to me on a moral level. But queer liberation is fundamentally at odds with capitalism. And I don't. Well, are you being paid for your Doctor Who script, darling? Are you? Because I think you might be full of the old doo-doo. If you are, right? Yes. Also with capitalism, I don't know how to untangle that. Just stay out of it because you're insane, right? Again, you're just insane. Go and live on a commune. Go and live off the grid. You know, the Amish do it. I don't understand. Why don't a bunch of you purple-haired weirdos go and live, make your own system like the Amish do? Make your own town, grow your own food, make your own schools. You know, do it yourself. No one's making you live here, right? No one's making you live in these systems. And also, you know, I have to tell you, all the support you've seen for the last 10 years is about to go away. Because it mostly came from the American taxpayer, and the American taxpayer are not paying you anymore. You know, Trump has put a pretty dead stop onto almost all of that straight away. Trump and Elon Musk, which is why you guys are freaking out. The dilemma: Stonewall apply trading to defense contractor BAE Systems. While BAE has many LGBTQ employees, I mean, God, look, they're going to say, "Oh, but they sell to Israel." Look, this is the minefield that you walk through. Again, this is who you chose to write for Doctor Who, Russell. You fucking moron. Like, you fucking moron. It's the only way I can describe it. You fucking moron. They're also arming conflict zones around the world. The weapons that they make kill LGBTQ people. No, what kills LGBTQ people in Gaza mainly is Hamas, who throw them off buildings for being gay, right, and stone them to death. Should Stonewall draw a line in the sand there? Everybody should draw a line in the sand against Stonewall and say, we don't want your training. You evil, evil, evil cocksucking pieces of shit. I'm not saying cocksucking because you're gay or queer. Cocksucking because you're just nasty, right? Not like disgustingly nasty. Should Stonewall draw a line there? But more than one company they support is probably a bit murky. Banks, media group, home office. Again, get yourself out of society. You don't want to live in capitalist society. Sayonara. Go and make yourself a hut. Go and, again, live off the grid. Do it for yourself. Again, the Amish do it. There's lots of sects who do it, right? You go ahead and do that, right? But I don't think you got the courage to show your convictions, do you? No, you don't. Like I said, if you're looking for moral purity under capitalism, you'll be looking forever. And again, socialism does so well. How many people died under socialism? Do you remember when the Chinese starved? How many millions to death? Or the Russians? My mistake. The answer, I don't know what the answer is. I hope Stonewall will do what it's always done: enter into different conversations that have achieved so much. But what does the next fight look like? My thought. Those are my thoughts. I wish I'd answered. No pride in genocide. Well, again. There's no genocide going on in Gaza, and frankly, at this point, I'll be like, well, you know, if somebody else does it, I wouldn't have a problem, because they all want me dead because I'm a Jew, and that's that's the entirety of it, right? They all want me dead because I'm a Jew, and it really is that's it. They want me dead. They want my kids dead. They want everybody dead because they hate Jews. Right, and it's amazing. Yet how they all clump together under the same insane fucking issues, right? And then more Juno tools. Why, Just why, Russell? Why? Why do you think this was a good idea? And I'm sorry. I hope you get the shit ripped out of you constantly for this. Well, it doesn't matter because I think the show's been cancelled. And I think he's moved on. Right? I really think that's what happened. I'll show you a clip in a minute. That will I think show that to be quite true. Doctor Who. Juno Silverson says her Everthose writing is the most expensive ever. Well, of course it is, Juno. Of course. Couldn't do it. Oh, God. Juno Dawson has shared insights into the episode of Doctor Who she's writing. It's going to be about queer people. It's the most ridiculous episode they've ever done and the most expensive. Speaking at Attitude 101 Empowered by Bentley event, in London yesterday, February 14th, the writer also reveals that she won't appear on screen in the episode. So, well, why would you? Fuck me. Narcissism off the fucking charts. There's no limit to the imagination show, Doctor Who writer Juno. The best thing about being a writer on Doctor Who is I get to play with characters that I've enjoyed since I was 5 years old. Yeah, it's because it's all about you. You're just the most important person ever. When I got to write Interior TARDIS, I got to write the Doctor. No, not really. I got to write Belinda. There's no limit to imagination. I think it's the best show ever made. And that's why you want to glom onto it, I guess. The 34-year-old continued, just by the way, the most ridiculous episode I've done, most expensive, that's an exclusive. I mean, really, let's see what they do with the money. Juno has also written a Doctor Who spin-off podcast. Her books include This Book is Gay. That's a book that tells children how to use a sex app so they can hook up with adults to rape them. Right? Again, that's what it's called when an adult has sex with a minor, which you are advocating to. Weird, creepy fuck. Oh. Responding to the news of her joining Doctor Who's writer room last month, Juno said in a statement, from writing fan fiction for an audience of one to writing scripts in the best TV of all time, also for an audience of one, is truly a dream come true. And do you have imposter syndrome? I bet you do. I can't wait for fans and newcomers to see the new season. No one's going to give a shit, darling. No one's going to give a shit. Genuinely, no one's going to give a shit. Other attendees at 101 at the Rose of London included LGBTQ plus rights campaign. Oh, yes, because the LGBTQ plus people don't have any rights. Peter Tatchell and reality star Ella Morgan. Stop. Yeah. So that's how they killed Doctor Who. Actually, how do they kill Doctor Who? So this Rabbi is just a homophobic and hateful. What a joke. Dark Saber, do you want to come on? What's that? Now I've got to see what else he's saying. 1 second. USAID is porient for eliminating HIV in youth who love in poverty. Well, you could try to being abstinent. They have dropped the death from TB to... Yeah, exactly. And they did all that before it became an insane milking store for all the... to rip off the American public. To tunes of billions. Billions upon billions. Every USAID is not getting money through to doing Utah job. TB becomes... Yeah, look, darling, You've been conned, but I think you've been conned because you wanted to be conned, frankly, right? If I may draw you, I'm literally going to bring you the receipts, okay? Literally bring you the receipts. Talk saber. Abstinence doesn't stop the spread of HIV. You find it does, actually. No, it really does. Yeah, keep your body fit. Yeah, you're a victim of what's called a large-scale social deception. Large-scale social deception. Active social engineering defense. This is something paid out by, was it the USAID? No, this is the Department of Defense, right? And they're going through everything like a hot knife through butter, right? How does abstinence not stop the spread of HIV because it spreads through other means? No, okay. No. If you don't have any bodily fluids spurting up your ass or into your mouth, you'll find it transmits a lot less. Really? Could just use a condom. I don't know. Maybe have a single partner. Maybe don't just fuck whoever you want to fuck whenever you want to fuck them. How about that for a thought? Dark Saber 1 word. How can I send you a link to come on? But anyway, you're a victim of what's called a large-scale social deception, as you see over here. Let me zoom in for you. Like, how has all this sexual insanity become the norm over the last few years? And again, nobody has any problem with anybody being gay. Why would anybody care? Right? Active social engineering defense, large-scale social deception. Right? Yes, you are a victim of a large-scale social deception. And again, I'm literally bringing the receipts. But I bet you won't admit to it because you have an anti-queer agenda. Why? Why would I have an anti-queer? I'd have anti-anything agenda. If you admit that HIV spreads through other means other than sex, that blows a hole through your Nazi-driven, homophobic propaganda. How else does it spread? If not by bodily fluids? And let me know how you want to come on. I'll send you a link. Tell you, just do you want to contact me on Twitter? Yeah, I'll send you. I'll give you my Twitter link to the handle. Lebetkin. Yeah, look, there are minority ways where for example, there are a teeny tiny minority of cases of abortion, right, which are done for medical need, right? But the vast majority are done for contraception, right? Post-sexual contraception. A rabbi talking about abstinence only educated in the most ironic. Okay, look, dude, if you want to come on, you can come on, right? I get you making all these like presumptions against me, and it's just insane. No, you haven't contacted me on Twitter yet. Just tell me how you want to come on the show, right? You're more than welcome. A rabbi talking about abstinence only educated is almost as ironic as a Southern Baptist youth leader talking about abstinence only education. I'm sorry. Look, I father 4 children. They were virgins when they got married, and their lives are happier for it, right? You act like, oh, it can't happen. Yeah, you just don't fuck each other. You act like what's called self-control. Look at the context you post about David Tennant and Doctor Who in all your anti-queer propaganda. No, okay, I'll give you an example. I will show you Darksaber. Where is it? This one really upset them. Was it Alan Moore? No, it was before then. Where is it? Thumbnails. I'll show you some of my anti-queer propaganda. No, that's not it. Where is it? No, not SFX magazine. Top 10 secrets of Dirty Who. Not that one. Hang on. I got some good thumbnails there. Where's the one of Rusty Davis in the van? Oh, here it is. Oh, I love this one. So here we go. Dwight, let's talk about this. Yeah, this is something that'll probably enrage you, and you'll call anti-queer propaganda, right? Anti-queer propaganda. So this is Rusty saying, "Hey kids, get in my bed, and Uncle Shooty and Aunt Juno will show you what a rusty trombone is." Rusty trombone is a disgusting thing. Anyway, yeah, I think the injection of adult sexuality in the form of kink into Doctor Who has been a very bad thing and deeply inappropriate, right? I think this idea of trying to get children to believe this insanity that gender is fluid, right, is only going to help children. It's only to validate narcissists, right? And it's always people without children, right? Purity culture in America has already disproven your claims. Again, you're wrong. Okay, yeah, like that you have no form of like social decency, public decency has not been a good thing, right? The world has not done well for it, right? Again, I don't see why there should be any sexuality at all in Doctor Who, right? We got on fine without it. And look, a lot of people in the chat over there are gay as well. So I don't know, like most of those people agree with what I'm saying, right? It's like Darksaber 1111. Are you gay yourself, or are you just an ally? My guess is, who knows? Who knows? But you sound reasonably bonkers, right? But yeah, this is what has destroyed Doctor Who, right? This is, and again, it's not really, in debate. So let me show you I think a pretty strong indication we're not going to see any more Doctor Who.
Keep saying it. I really want someone to get.
So this is the brand manager talking about this. Here we go. Talking about this auction they're running, and then they get this. Check out this question.
Make this happen, universe. I believe we can do it.
She wanted somebody to buy the Donna Noble wedding dress and get married in it.
Obviously, Doctor Who as a brand, absolutely incredible. It's been going for so long. There are always people who say pretty much every year and going to get shut down. It's going to get cancelled. It's not going
to... Well, Jodie's stuff was awful and everybody hated it and we saw the ratings. And it's been even worse under Shooty. So, yeah. And it did get cancelled under Jodie in its earliest opportunity. And I think it's already been cancelled under Shooty.
to last. What would you say about the strength of Doctor Who's brand in response to kind of things like that?
I think Doctor Who will always be around in people's hearts and minds, and it'll never go away. And
but it won't be on TV. Notice how she's not saying it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be on TV.
In that respect, right? It's been around for 60 years. It'll continue to be around for as long as people love adventures in space and time. For us, it's celebrating.
Yeah. This is not going. She basically just said it's gone.
The breadth of Doctor Who, and the fact that every year, every day, people are learning about it and falling in love with it, and everyone has their own Doctor and their favorite stories. I've been watching classic Doctor Who in order. Also 2 years. I'm getting towards the end, but like the fact that what other.
It's it's gone, baby. It's gone. Trolling you on the comments is better because the guy has yet to say anything actually intelligent while I'm having links to actual health website disprove it's HIV nonsense. Like, you haven't disproved it. No, dude, you're Darksaber 1111. If you want to come on the channel, you're welcome. But you're too scared to do that because I'm going to hand you your ass. That's what's going to happen. And then Asian Taco Farmer says, is it possible to debate? Yeah, again, this is just one of the things you say to make it feel better when you're wrong. It will always be in people's hearts and minds, like in eulogy. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Right? Why is it over? Because it became a queer show. I mean, that's really the bottom line. When anything becomes a queer show, it's just about it being queer. Right? It's never about it being anything else. Like, you have a show about a barber. If it's a queer barber, it's about him being queer. If you have a show about a queer plumber, it's about him being queer. If you have a show about queer Doctor Who, it's about them being queer. Right? And people aren't really interested in relentless queer anything. We're done. It's over. Right? It is super over. All right? And look, thank God America is the world leader and it's putting this insanity to bed. And this insanity is going to be put to bed forever. There are only going to be two genders. Women's sports are actually going to mean something again. It's happy days are here again, baby. Happy days are here again. Anyway, I'm very behind, right? Very, very behind on my Blake 7 reviews. What's the last one I did? Where am I up to? I have to go look at my channel. Search for Blake 7. Dun 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 dun. I was doing the. I'm up to. Seek, Locate, Destroy was the last one I did, which means now I'm up to Mission to Destiny. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about this. So, the fascinating thing I found from watching Blake 7 season 1 again with the Blu-rays, which are fabulous. Blu-rays are just fabulous, right? It was basically there was no season arc really made in advance. It was just Terry Nation writing story after story after story, loosely threaded together. I think this was the original plan for the sequel trilogies of Star Wars, right? That they would, J.J. Abrams do the first one, and then whoever it was, the Knives Out guy would do the second one. The trouble is, the Knives Out guy was shit, right? They just hated everything about Star Wars and destroyed Star Wars, altogether. So Terry Nathan doesn't hate Blake Seven, and he's having a great time writing a very adult sci-fi drama on a very low budget, right? On a very low budget. God bless it, right? God bless it. So he's had the basic setup. Then you had like one, standalone story, Time Squad. Then you've had a couple of standalone stories, and now they've introduced Servalan and Tarrant. I think Travers, I should say, because they understood they needed like some kind of ongoing antagonist. And I think Jacqueline Pierce wasn't supposed to be in it for more than an episode, but she was just so freaking good in it. She continued forever. So the next one we have is Mission to Destiny, which is essentially Blake Seven does Agatha Christie. It's a Blake Seven murder mystery, right? It's put it up. And again, this is just. I wouldn't even say it's Terry Nathan exploring the universe he's developed. This is Terry Nathan trying to come up with another script, another idea. That I guess we could do that next, right? I guess we could do this. Mission to Destiny. Again, big fan of the new effects. That's my favorite part of the update effects. This bit when you get to see the Liberator. Oh no, I just missed it. Come back here. There you go. Oh, gorgeous. I'm sorry, it just is gorgeous. So new effects, and again, I'm amazed that these are model effects. No, they're not CGI. And we get like a very late 70s BBC flight deck, right? You see these all the time in Doctor Who, and they're never convincing, but it didn't really matter, right? So we see like we have the mystery set up. Somebody gets some sabotage. He's passed out, and it all goes sideways. Oh, what a beautiful shot of the Liberator that is. Hang on. Oh, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So they and speaking of beautiful, Jenna just looks stunning this entire season. Like basically in every episode, even when she's controlled in the Seek, Locate, Destroy, she had that weird funny eye thing going on. She's just looked hot, right? She's essentially the perfect barmaid, but in space. Right, especially when she's flying the Liberator, it does look like she's on a pub optic. So they come across the ship and they decide to pop over and see what the deal is. Again, I'm gutted that Dan doesn't like the new teleport special effect, which I think is spot on. It just makes everything so much better. So they look around, they wake everybody up essentially. There's some like knockout gas, and I do like when it changes to film, right? And you can see so clearly that there's got to be some kind of AI algorithm that you can run it through at some point that will make everything graded the same. And so again, it's a murder mystery where they're trying to work out what's going on. It's nothing says BBC late 70s BBC sci-fi more than this image, right? This is everything combined into one image. This is it, late 70s sci-fi. But it's kind of a strong episode in of itself, right? Well, it's not ripping off Star Trek. No, that's the next episode. God bless it, right? God bless it. I don't get me wrong. I've absolutely adored this rewatch. I did get stuck on the next episode because it's so fucking weird, and my brain just couldn't process it properly. Right, it's just like, I don't know. It feels like you could like take that scene and you could put it in pretty much any late 70s sci-fi on from the BBC, and it will fit right in. Right, whatever it is, do watch, you name it. All that, it just looks right. Right, it just looks right. So they're trying to work out what's going on. There's this like super rare element that they need to get back to their planet, or everyone's going to die or something. But it's also the super rare element can be sold for like a gazillion, squillion, $1 billion. So it's like little space dollars or whatever it is. I don't know. So and there is a traitor on board who clearly was on but behind everything. And so again, most of the episode is quite a good murder mystery as they try and work out what's going on. Eventually, they give the element to the Liberator to take to their planet, because they're going to take like 6 months or something now. Because I think they were set up because they were all supposed to be unconscious as the ship that was going to steal the element was going to come and just pick it up while everybody was unconscious. But again, much of Blake 7, it's kind of disconnected from the rest of Blake 7. Right, it's just like, oh well, this is what happens in this universe now, right? And things go on a pace. It's not it's not as obvious as Captain America: Brave New World, which if you're here later, I reviewed earlier, which was. There's a scene in Captain America: Brave New World where somebody was doing something with a phone, and I'm like, let's take a selfie, and it would just be like, it was supposed to be a nonchalant thing. I could see so clearly they were laying out a plot point for the future. So you don't really work out who the bad guy is so early on, but when you do, you go, oh yeah, well that makes sense, right? It's the one that you least suspect. There you go. Then she comes out. I liked it better when it's something similar in the full season. But when she turned out to be the traitor, her hair, she had her hair was all slicked back and she looked evil. I don't think they did the same thing here, right? And little bit of new effects action, and so they have to work out how to deal with the evil traitor, and then they move on with life. Exactly. Basically, again, it's perfectly entertaining hour of Blake 7, right? But this, I mean, I'm looking forward to getting into season 2, where there is a lot more. I think Chris Boucher gave it a lot more structure. And probably with season 3 as well. Certainly with season 4. I like season 4 a lot. So, and then, okay. So then the next episode, what was that called again? That was Seek, Locate, and Destroy. So next episode, it's a weird amalgam of Star Trek, very classic Star Trek, and I would say late 70s sci-fi, weird sci-fi novels. So it really wants to take like the classic episode of Star Trek where they it's the Gorn and Captain Kirk, or the Klingons and Captain Kirk, right? And they have these super powerful aliens that intercede, but instead do it in the motion picture era, which was a lot more hard science fiction-y 1970s, right? And then do that on a shoestring budget with Blake 7. That's how I would explain Duel, right? But you can tell that rather than flailing around trying to work out, what other script can I flog the BBC on this? I think I can flog them another one. I think I can play this one. It's a sequel to Seek, Locate, Destroy, and you can see how much he's enjoying Travis's hunt of the Liberator, right? The effects really work out well, but again, such a weird planet that they're on, of like these weird superpower aliens, which it has Isla Blair in it, with a lot of nippage going on, right? A lot of nippage. Let's see if you can pull up. Yeah, here she comes. Yeah, and very blue as well. I mean, like, again, and the woman who plays the old crone is like, you can't go out looking like that. And she's like, oh, yes, I can. She very much likes being hot, okay? You could tell that in the interview, in the making of, right? She very much likes being, I got a fantastic pair of tits on TV, on BBC One, on 7:30 on a Thursday night. I think I'm doing very well. I whether it meant to be blue, or is it just the lighting? New effects again. I'm loving them. It's so worth the investment. I'm so glad. I believe that the rumor is that they're doing more. And Travis is obsessed with getting the Liberator, and is actually much better strategist than Blake, right? So he basically works out this trap for the Liberator as they're right. Again, can we just stop and say how freaking gorgeous Jenna looks again? Oh, she's so hot. You can take, yes, you can. Listen. Missed it. There you go. Standard by horny, baby. Standard by horny. But so they get to a point where they're like out of power. And they need to spend a couple of days recharging, right? And they nip down to the weird planet while they're there. While the energy banks are recharging. As Travis, I keep saying Tarrant, as Travis like sneaks up on them, right? And it's actually a really good strong build, right? And then Gan sees a couple of strange looking ladies here, one second, who aren't blue this time.
Grave markers?
So many.
There you go. No, it was just the lighting. Isla Bear's nipples, still fantastic, right? Still absolutely fantastic. But they only appear for Gan for some apparent reason. And then the attack on Liberator starts, an attack that they can't possibly win, right? They can't run. They can't. It's really good, right? And they're trying to work out what to do. But it's a really good, engaging narrative. And even I found the mutoids strangely hot, right? Like strangely attractive. Again, the Travis Blake showdown. It really is. It's just great entertainment, right? Great sort of entertainment, and the new effects just help it so much. Anyway. So they end up being sucked down to the planet by these like weird, godlike aliens, and they've got to do the traditional Star Trek thing of battling it out between them, right? While the respective crews, watch on the ships, right? I mean, I'm thinking there's at least 2 Star Trek episodes like that, aren't there? So they say, okay, battle to the death. So. It's just like most of it from this point in takes place in this forest. I think it's New Forest. But it looks so freaking unconvincing as an alien landscape. It was it? Which one? Mission to Destiny? Yeah, I think, no, The Web. It was The Web where they like redressed the planet. We're here. I'll pull that up 1 second. Where they redressed the forest. And to make it look like an alien planet. And oh boy, did it look better for that. Let's see if we can find it. 1 second. There you go. See here. So they put like this. It's the same thing, but they need to put these like ball stuff around cobwebs. And I didn't realize how much I appreciated it, till I saw this. And it's just like, that looks like down the end of the street, It's not. I don't know. And then you have like, for some reason, the old woman doesn't like Blake, and he does this like weird like. I still don't know what's really going on here, right? But he's making them all freaked out, so Travis can have a better chance of killing him. then Isla Blair and her fantastic nipples. Oh my God, fantastic nipples arrive to save the day. Good for you, Isla Blair. Right, so now they have to like stalk each other for a little bit. They have to. Jenna turns up to work with Blake, and Travis gets a mutoid, and Travis sets a trap, which Blake essentially walks into, I think, and then narrowly avoids. But then in the final battle, he said he refuses to kill Travis, so they're sent on their way with their energy banks refueled. The interplay between the mutoid and Travis was actually really good this episode, right? Because he really doesn't like them, right? And they have some kind of like plasma that they keep slotting into themselves, some kind of blood thing. I don't really know, but like the interplay between what I found was very interesting, right? So off they go, and then it's it was this final line that made Stephen Grief leave the role.
Commander,
Follow Blake's course.
we can't match his speed.
We don't have to, just match his course. You see, he made one fatal error. He should have killed me.
Yeah, so like he said so many times in an interview, I haven't seen the Stephen Grief documentary yet on the disc. But like he said, it got to one like every episode I was going, "I'll get you, Blaker," and that's why he left. So I don't know. What's this? One of the mutoids is Cal Royale, so I can't fault you there. Oh, well, they are very hot, right? They are very. And again, so I'm watching this going, look, do they have like mutoids for like sex workers? Because it seems like the sort of thing the Federation would do, right? That's just about just where my brain went. But, it normally goes there. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Anyway, thoroughly entertaining. And the fact that, again, Terry Nathan's able to construct this show clearly with no overarching plan for the season, right? And just stack episode after episode after episode after episode and come up with an overall shape for the season, I think is a testament to his quality as a writer, which I think is very, very high, right? I think he, and so that's really why this first season is a delight to watch. It's a masterclass in a seasoned professional, pretty much at the top of his game, effortlessly creating lore one episode at a time by creating good stories with beginning, middles, and ends, right? In a sci-fi setting, in a very dark sci-fi world, right? Which I do indeed quite enjoy. Anyway, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap up. As I said, I'm Green Kraken, ladies and gentlemen. I watched Captain America: Brave New World for you, so you don't have to watch that. Why bother? Like honestly, what? Don't even bother. Anyway, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hit the end broadcast one. I'm going to hit it again. Say good night.